The conversation's been surrounding Ickey and Neal. Neal does not work out here, but there are top 10 talents beyond them when we're talking about offensive linemen in this draft class, guys. Specifically, Charles Cross, a guy who could hear his name called early come late April. Showed off some sweet feet in cone drills, Ryan. When you take a look at him, where does he fit in? What sort of matchup, what sort of match with a team would make sense for him?
Yeah, so he's my O-line 3, my offensive tackle number 3, and that's only because of the guys we've been talking about, Ike Kwanu and Evan Neal. And the thing is, he is still learning the position. He had a great season last year for Mississippi State, and I think he's going to be a guy who goes in the top 6 or 7 picks. At 6 is Carolina. They desperately need offensive line help. They could certainly go quarterback, but I would take O-line before I took a quarterback and have him take the beating that he would certainly get without that offensive line in front of him. At 5 are the Giants, at 7 are the Giants, and they are just fingers crossed, hoping that one of these 3 offensive tackles that we're talking about is still there. But I do want to know what BMAC thinks about this, because this is the only concern I have. I love Charles Cross better than Andre Dillard. I mentioned Andre Dillard because the Eagles took him in the first round a few years ago in that Mike Leach offense out of Washington State. Mike Leach is now Mississippi State. And Cross told us the other day that the run blocking is what he needs to work on. That was the issue with Andre Dillard. It never came to fruition at Philadelphia. Perhaps it still can. He's a young player. Pass blocking, Charles Cross is lights out. But I wonder the Leach carryover, if there's any concerns at the next level of NFL teams.
Well, I don't have any concerns regarding the scheme there with under Mike Leach when it comes to Cross, because look at his freshman tape. I mean, he balled out. He was SEC freshman All-American, made All-SEC as a freshman. This is a guy that has a dog-like mentality. And when you look at the effort that he plays with when he's blocking, especially during running plays, he's trying to demolish guys. So I love that. Now, granted, yes, they didn't do a lot of generic run blocking in that scheme, but he has the skill set and he has the want to be great when it comes to that element of his game. So he earned a lot of leverage today, guys. Me personally, I was surprised to see him run around low 4.5s, high 4.9s. You talked about the sweet feet, Joe. This is a guy throughout last season's campaign. He had 719 pass blocking opportunities. He allowed 0 pressures. And don't forget, he played against Alabama, who also had an elite-like pass rusher in Will Anderson. He allowed, once again, 0 pressures. This is a guy who has played high-level football throughout his collegiate career against some of the best talent in college football, and he stood the test. And because of that, Ryan, I don't see him getting out of the top 8.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.